Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with a summary of the week's news ending the 11th of August 2019. From the official Star Citizen newsletter, 3.6.1 Alpha makes it to the persistent universe and works its bug smashery all across the Stanton system. Meanwhile, our global studios let us know what they've accomplished in July, and a few tickets to CitizenCon 2949 still remain. Grab one now and make sure you don't miss this year's premiere Star Citizen soiree. Also this week, the Trade and Development Division keeps commerce flowing smoothly through the UEE, and Inside Star Citizen takes us ever deeper into the gargantuan 890 jump. The sneak peek this week in the newsletter was what I believe to be the model of the OMC frag grenade. You can find links to the newsletter and all that we've mentioned and all that we will mention in the links below. Alpha 3.6.1 is now live. The patch adds a whole ton of quality of life improvements and bug fixes. We're now awaiting the 3.6.x interim patch, which should contain the ship rentals, potentially some other fixes and quality of life stuff, and the gargantuan, as it was described, 890 jump, which saw a little bit of progress on the roadmap this week as well. For the end of September's release, 3.7, Space Station interior variations saw a lot of progress. These are going to be married to the new externals of space stations in 3.7. The Vanguard variants had some progress with a large amount of the Harbinger's tasks getting completed. The Kronig FL-33 laser cannon and Animus missile launcher saw some tasks completed as well. The Salvo frag pistol saw a lot of work completed. New Babbage in 3.8, or at least planned in 3.8, saw that landing zone get some more tasks added to it, as well as a few completed. For 3.9, Orison, the Crusader landing zone, saw a few tasks completed as well. We haven't had any form of rescheduling for the roadmap for 3.7 yet. I suspect it will have some additions and changes in the next couple of weeks, though it doesn't seem to be overly complex feature-wise as a patch, actually looking at it, and I'll do a bit more of an analysis of that next week. We'll also sort of still waiting on the Alpha 4.0 being added to the roadmap, or whatever the Q2 2020 patch is going to be called for Star Citizen. Place your bets now on what it's going to be called. Some people are saying 3.10, some people are saying 4.0. Who knows? It's just a number. Inside Star Citizen summary. So I didn't actually do a full Inside Star Citizen summary during the week, and I might keep them back based on their size for the news each week. I just sort of focused on the 890 jump, which was the meat of the Inside Star Citizen in a video, but there was lots of other stuff in it as well. There have been some new sets of character concepts done for vendors and shopkeepers and social AI. We will be seeing updated clothing for NPCs based on their vocation, so bartenders will be appropriately attired for their job, but also location. There are serving staff that looked suited for restaurants and onboard aircraft as stewards, and potentially working aboard the 890 jump. There's chefs and waiting staff, hosts, that they've all seen work. Space chefs being very, very cool. Bounty hunter gear looks very interesting and diverse without being too close to sort of like the anarchic shipjacker armor. Lots of variants taking inspiration from lots of different sci-fi without going too Mad Max with those bounty hunter sort of concepts and ideas, but we should be seeing some of this in 3.7. The first batch of clothing and potentially armor for a new manufacturer, Code Blue. Apparel contained cold weather clothing for places like Microtech. This looks like it might give you environmental resistance to cold as well. There's been a big melting pot of races and religions from Earth to make some very diverse options and concepts when it comes to sort of like the different clothing options we'll see, different NPC types we'll see. This will be going into production very soon, all these concepts. In Star Citizen Live, Jaylee, the character concept design artist king, made some quick concept clothing as well. They have continued to work on Harvestables, with lots of types of Harvestable plants being prototyped at the moment. It's possible that some of these may be edible, because we will have the sort of like player status system, which will track hunger and thirst and inebriation and tiredness and all this sort of stuff. So eating things on planets that you discover may actually be a thing, but also these Harvestables are going to be potentially part of the loot system, science, general missions, farming, all that sort of stuff. They might have a reasonable amount of value. The props team have made a load of bartender usables, items and furnishings as well. Kronig are getting some new ship-mounted laser cannons, the FL-33 as mentioned earlier in the roadmap update. These are high damage, long range, though they are slow to fire. there's been a lot more shown off with the interior and style of the Banu Defender. It's extremely blue and green and Geiger-esque, with a bit of brass and lighting to complement that. I'm very much liking the look of the Banu sort of like pipeline now, but it has been very, very delayed because they just sort of like didn't have it right, or they it was a bit more trouble than they expected, or maybe it's because they didn't get past review stages. Maybe Chris and some of the other people were like, no, it needs to look better than this, or it's not the sort of like direction we're going. Whatever it is, the Banu pipeline should be a lot more focused on what they want the Banu to look like now, and hopefully we should see a much quicker sort of like Banu Merchantman and any other Banu ships after the Defenders complete, because of that sort of like decision-making process that's gone through. A more developed Banu pipeline should be part of that. They talked in depth about the 890 Jump's lower decks. I've done an updated video on the 890 Jump in more detail, which I will link below. CitizenCon tickets, at time of recording, there are around 120, 125 left. I suspect that they will be sold out by the end of Monday this week, so sort of bear that in mind if you're looking for a ticket. They're also looking for community booths at the CitizenCon event, so not just orgs, but services, events, groups, content creators, anything that you could potentially consider suitable for a fan fest. People can apply to have a booth there for, it looks like. So I will link the CitizenCon launch page down below for those looking for more information. RSI subscribers are getting a new line of subscriber flare this month, which should be pretty cool apparently. We know that it could be the Hollow Skull helmet, or it might be the Centurion helmet, or it might be something else pretty cool. The flyable ship of the month is actually, for RSI subscribers, all of the Cyclones to drive for the whole of August. So if you are an RSI subscriber, mess around with the Cyclones now. And that's sort of it for the news roundup this week. The monthly report did come out for Squadron 42 and Star Citizen's Persistent Universe. Video is already up for the latter, and one is incoming for the former very soon. A lot of work does seem to be going into New Babbage and Orison, and that's one of the reasons I suspect we'll see some of those at CitizenCon. But if you have any questions or opinions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching, guys. You take care, and I'll see you in the verse. Every month we have a giveaway. For August, we are giving away a Drake Corsair bundled with an 8-inch Fire tablet and 12 months of Game Glass. Game Glass makes software allowing you to turn touchscreen devices, like tablets and mobiles, into immersive controllers for Star Citizen. But not just Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous is getting support next, and there's plans for lots more games to support this. You can use Game Glass for free, but there are paid options as well, giving you even more functionality. Please follow the links down below to get more info or to download. I'm still also shilling for NordVPN. If you're looking for a VPN, they are very cheap and have many benefits over free services. They help protect you and your privacy online, but it also makes it easier to access various websites as well. And there's Shadow 2, giving you remote access to a Windows 10 gaming PC of your very own, so that you can effectively turn any appropriate device, your smartphone, a computer, a laptop, whatever, into this much more beefy machine. Subscription cloud services, in my opinion, are the way forward, and for some are going to be very appealing instead of sort of maintaining their own PC. For all of those, please follow the links below or use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. A massive thank you for watching. Please consider liking and sharing this content, as well as pressing the bell icon to get informed when a video goes live. Consider Patreon or becoming a YouTube member too if you'd like to further support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take care, and I'll see you in the verse.